Hi, my name is Donnie Claxton, and I'm the owner and publisher of Claxton Creative, located in Dallas, Texas. We're the manufacturer, designer, builder of books for the iPad. We work on books for Kindle and the Nook using InDesign, but our primary focus is books for the iPad using iBooks Author software, which was released by Apple in January of 2012 and just now updated in October of 2012 with some cool new aspects. And while this aspect wasn't actually a part of iBooks Author itself, iBooks Author version 2, this is something that's really come about because of iBooks 3, which is the software you have to have on your iPad, either that or version 2, to be able to open up these incredible new kinds of books for the iPad. And one of the things I want to talk about today is the new social media component that Apple has added to books for the iPad. I mean, it kind of went right past everybody when they were talking about the new Mac books and the 13-inch Retina screen and the super thin, I mean super thin iMac. And even they glossed over it as they got into the iBooks part, or the iPad part, and the iPad mini announcement, and they buried their lead. Here now in books for the iPad, and I'm going to show you, this is one we've built for Dr. Mark Van Stone on his 2012 Science and Prophecy of the Ancient Maya, which you can find on the iBook store. It's available at mvs2012.com. That's MVS as in Mark Van Stone 2012.com. And in this book now, and you can do this just about for any book on the iPad. I'm going to show you this cool section here that I've even already highlighted. And you can click on it here in the book, and this note pops up. That's not what I'm trying to pop up. There's this highlighted note, and as you can see from the highlight, it pops up, and I can change the color of my note section here on the screen. But more importantly, there's this new arrow here off to the side. And when you click the arrow, it has copy option, search, and more importantly, share. So I'm going to hit the share button. As you can see what happens when I do that, it pops up with these social media icons. You can post this section of the book here that I've highlighted on Facebook, on Twitter. You can send it as a message, you can copy it, or you can simply mail it. And then when I do that, there you go. Boom, it pops up. It shows the text, where it came from, and I just simply go here on the iPad. I can put in my email address and send it, and I can send a note. I mean, think about this. Let's sit back down here while I'm talking. But think about this. You're reading a book. You get to a part where you don't understand something, and you have an option. You're in a class. You can send that note to somebody in your class and say, hey, John, Susie, Betty, Harry, Dean, Kathy, I don't understand what this is about, and I'm really struggling with this paragraph or this chapter. Can you help me? Well, with this, you could take that, you could put it in that email that I just showed you. You can type in their email address and off it goes. That section of that book goes to that person or that group or the teacher or the author and says, hey, I need a little help. I don't understand this. Are you hearing the significance of what that means and the way it goes from learning? We can now do social media learning within books. You can't do that on a Kindle. You can't do that on a Nook. You can't do it in a traditional book. You can only do it on a book for the iPad. And that's what makes these books so special, so unique, and why Apple has jumped so far ahead. And if the others can ever catch up, it's going to be a miracle. But even beside that point, let's just go back to the thought again. You're sharing information. You leave a note. You say, I need some help. Or you say, this is cool. I want you to know about this. And then you're sharing information. You're spreading knowledge, not just asking a question. You can post it to Facebook. You can send it out on Twitter. I mean, that is just a cool development and something that Apple put into iBooks 3 for the iPad that's available now. You can do it on the iPad or the iPad mini, and it is truly, to me, one of the most fascinating developments in a book that this probably happened within my lifetime. Aside from all these other cool aspects, the video, the 3D animations, the interactive graphs, charts, even chapter-ending quizzes. But to be able to share information within the book immediately with your friends, your teachers, your scholars, the authors, that, you know, it goes back to me, that's as significant as Gutenberg figuring out how to make the printing press. Anyway, that's what I want to talk about in this episode. I want to thank you for joining me. My name is Donnie Claxton. I am the owner and publisher of Claxton Creative in Dallas, Texas, and we make books for the iPad. We can do books for the Kindle and the Nook, but our specialty and our preference is certainly to use iBooks author software on our Macs and build these wonderful, incredible, amazing books for the iPad. So if you have a book that you're ready to submit, go to our website, claxtoncreative.com. You can also go to iTunes and go to the iBook store and check out Dr. Mark Van Stone's 2012 Science and Prophecy of the Ancient Maya by simply going to MVS, as in Mark Van Stone, MVS2012.com. It'll take you right to it in the iBook store and help you set up to buy the book. So stay tuned. There's more of these videos coming about iBooks author and books for the iPad, and I can't wait to see you again. Thanks.